Alright guys, so I'm just gonna go out on a limb and state that this event right here, the Unreconciled Stars event, is 10 times better than the Crucible Elements. I believe that's what it was. I'm not even sure if that's the right name. That's how not good that event was. I'm gonna say that the Unreconciled Stars event is 10 times better than that last one that we had. Especially with this stage 2 that we obtained, the Star of Deceitful Dreams. This event has been actually a really fun one to participate in, and I'm just going to go into a few reasons why I believe it is 10 times better than the last one that we had, as well as go over some things that I've learned by doing the Star of Deceitful Dreams for these full meteorite farming that you have to do in this event. So I do hope you enjoy the video today. If you do, go ahead and drop a like. It helps out the channel tremendously. Your support means a lot, and if you're new to the channel, you enjoyed the content today, you got something from it, and you enjoy Genshin Impact, go ahead and consider subscribing. Join the FPG family. We are so close to 20,000 subscribers. Help us reach that major milestone. And if you want to, a link to the Discord will be in the description below. Join the Discord today. It'll be absolutely fantastic. A great time over there. Now, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video and go ahead and discuss what I want to talk about, and that is simply how this event is just so much better than the last one. One reason being is because with the last event, you were just doing the same thing over and over, and there were no variety to it. There was no switch up. It was just very monotonous, where this event, because it's in different stages and it's releasing periodically, one, that makes it 10 times better right there in of itself. And then two, being able to do different things, it switching up, you having to do different things than, you know, just repeating the same event is actually refreshing, and it makes doing this event a lot of fun. Especially like I mentioned for this stage 2, the Star of Deceitful Dreams. This has been very fun, not only fun, but a kind of challenging event if you don't know what you're doing and you get, you know, set up with a random enemy that could be pretty difficult, like this one per se, because this enemy right here I'm just not a fan of whatsoever. So that's one thing, is that it switches it up, it's doing something different, and it's not having you do the same thing that you were repeatedly doing in the last event. So that's one reason why I like this one so much better, and I think it's 10 times better. Secondly, it's because it's challenging and it's not you know, too easy. So in this event in particular, to where you have to farm these meteorites and you have to go to different areas, and then when you get there you have to go ahead and proc it to start, and then a random enemy generates in that area. You also get to select your difficulty as well, which I think is fantastic. Being able to select your difficulty allows you to decide whether you want to challenge yourself or not, and obviously the higher difficulties are going to yield better rewards. So, you know, opting for the higher difficulties, you get to challenge yourself, and in these challenges you get a random enemy like this one on the screen, and you get to fight them. But another piece of the challenging part of it is that you have to stay within this area. If you do not stay within this area and you go outside of it, you pretty much are starting over in a sense. And you can see that I made this mistake time and time again in this fight alone right here, where I learned from my mistake after this one. Now, I understand it's probably common knowledge, and it's actually even stated that you need to stay next to the meteor, but I didn't realize how important it truly was, because every time I stepped out of that area, I pretty much had to start all over, which was really detrimental and not fun at all. I have to say, it was quite frustrating, and I didn't realize how, like I mentioned, detrimental it is to go outside of that area. So if there's one thing that I can go ahead and let you guys know, if you haven't started this event already, or if you're not aware, yeah, make sure you stay in that area. Look how far down, so I'm outside the area, and look how far down it went. I am starting all over once again, and the reason why I kept stepping out of that area to try and kill this guy is because you can see it's on a time limit. So I'm figuring that I need to kill this guy as fast as possible, and he keeps going outside of that area, and I want to go out there and just kill him so I can beat the time limit. But you really want to stay in that area and not go out there. Even if the enemy goes out there, just let him come back into the area and, you know, just defeat him there. You're gonna have plenty of time, and that's something that I realized after this fight, or actually during this fight. At some point, I keep making the same mistake, but I do learn at a certain point during this fight that I need to stay in the area and just let the enemy come to me, and I can keep that bar filled up and continuing to fill up. So that's one advice that I can give to you guys, is just make sure you stay in the area. I know, like I mentioned, that's common knowledge. It's even stated in the guidelines and in the rules when you're about to do the event, but I didn't realize how important it truly is. So that's one advice. And then the second advice is to make sure you save up your resin for this event, because this event does yield some great rewards, and you want to be able to farm this event as much as possible so you can take advantage of the rewards that it does provide you. Because like I mentioned, there are good rewards in here, such as like the hero wit, the mora, and other items that I think are extremely valuable, that you're gonna want to have, that they're harder to farm just doing, like, let's say for example for the hero wit, just like ley lines and stuff. It's a lot easier to just try and get all of those in this event, and I'm using hero wit as an example because that's what I'm doing, and that's one of the main items that I'm targeting in this event, because hero wit is something that I'm always running out of. So to have this event be able to provide that to you is extremely awesome, and I really like that. So that's one advice, is to save your resin for this event. Make sure you're farming as much as possible, and make sure you're using your resin towards this, because it's really good. I promise, it's good stuff in here. But yeah, this event, man, it was a lot of fun. It was, like I mentioned, very challenging if you pick the right level for yourself. So I believe it goes 55, 65, and 75. I could be mistaken on that. I'm not entirely too sure, but you want to make sure that you're picking the right level for yourself. And I went with the 75 because, you know, I have some of my characters at level 80 already, and so I figured I can handle it. And it proved to be pretty challenging, just depending on what type of enemies that you get. Like, for example, this one is just not fun to go ahead and fight against at all. But there are some other ones that I'll show here in just a second that were a lot of fun, where they're mobs of enemies, to where I could use Venti and Klee and just take advantage of that. And it was just a really good time. And this is the one that I'm talking about exactly. So here, and as you can see, here are the levels 55, 65, and 75, and you can see the rewards there. So, you know, you can pick the one that's most adequate for you, or if you just want an easy, you know, challenge just to farm this up, you can choose, you know, the 55 and just run with that. But once again, I chose the 75, and as you can see, there's tons of mobs here. So this is actually a funner one for me, because I can use the Venti ult, and then I can switch to Chi-Chi, do the Chi-Chi skill, and then I can switch to Klee and drop down those bombs and just pretty much nuke the entire field. And I can stay within the area and not have to completely start over. And being able to kill those enemies quickly fills up the bar fast as well. So this one's a funner one for me, where the last one wasn't too fun at all. But like I mentioned, this event is just, it's a fantastic event. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I would like to get your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about this event. Let me know if you've been having fun with it or not, and let me know if you like this event more than the last one, which I think you will, not only because of it's not monotonous and it's a lot of fun, being able to go to different areas and being able to farm this event, but also the rewards are, I think, a lot better. You're getting a lot of primos with this. Well, okay, let me retract that statement. Not a lot of primos, but you're getting, I believe it's more than we did in the last event, if I'm not mistaken. Plus other fantastic rewards like the hero wit, mora, and upgrading items. So I think it's just a fantastic event overall. I've been having a tremendous amount of time with it, and I cannot wait for the third stage to come out. But anyways, guys, I hope this video was informative. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna get out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody GT, and I'm out. Bye, guys.